The Missile Research and Development Program was the Pakistan Ministry of Defense secretive program for the comprehensive research and the development of the guided missiles. Initiatives began in 1987 in a direct response to equivalent program existed in India and was managed under the scrutiny of the Ministry of Defense in close coordination with the other related institutions. On moral grounds, no chemical weapons were developed as the program focused towards developing the short to medium-range missiles with a proper computer guidance system. The project started in 1987 and has since spawned several strategic missile systems capable of carrying both conventional and non-conventional payloads. In its early stage, the Hatf missiles were made feasible as well as developing the Ghauri missile program. Further development led to the introduction of ballistics and cruise missiles by different scientific organizations in 2000s. Program overview. Planning and initiatives for the program began in 1987 based on an intelligence estimates on the existence of the missile program of India, which was taking place under the Indian DRDO. Memoirs written by former Chief of Army Staff General Murtaza Beg. The eventual planning of the program began in 1987, with many of the organizations associated with the Ministry of Defense. The program was delegated to Space Research Commission, DESTO, KRL, and PAEC, all individually working on the program under the MOD and the MODP. President Zia-ul-Haq had held several national security meetings with the MOD and most officials to give crucial authorization for the launch of the program in 1987. The major motivation for this program, according to a military official, was to counter the India's ingeniously developed Prithvi system, first successfully tested in 1988. Only Hatf project was made it operational in 1987 88. Restriction and strict technology transfer monitored by the MTCL by the numbers of Western countries and the United States slowed the efforts for the program. In a direct technological race with India, the program was focused more towards ingenuity. The program was aggressively pursued by Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, who strongly advocated and lobbied for the program's feasibility in the 1990s. From 1993 to 1995, the program focused on developing the comprehensive short to medium-range missile systems to deter missile threat from India. The program picked up speed under the control of Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto, and its existence was kept under extreme secrecy. Crucial decisions were taken by Benazir government and technologies were developed under administration ultimately resulted in the successful development of both shorter Euro and medium-range systems. Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto is described as a political architect of Pakistan's missile technology by Emily McFarquhar of Alicia Patterson Foundation. At the leftist convention held in 2014, former Prime Minister Yusuf Reza Gilani said, Benazir Bhutto gave this country the much-needed missile technology. The program eventually expanded and diversified with the successful development of the cruise missiles and other strategic-level arsenals in early 2000s. Codenames secretive codenames for the projects of concerning national security had been issued since the 1970s, and the military continued to do so, to promote the secrecy around the missile program. The missile systems in this program were all given codenames by their respective organizations. However, all missiles were issued single codename series, HATF, for the surface-to-surface guided ballistic missiles. This codename was selected by the Research and Development Committee at the GHQ of the Pakistan Army. In Arabic, Hatf meaning death refers to the sword of the Prophet Muhammad, which was used in many of his military conquests, and had the unique distinction of never missing its target. The other unofficial names, such as Ghauri and Abdali, are given the names of historical figures in the Islamic conquest of South Asia. Pakistan's missile systems are named after the powerful Afghan warlords who invaded India from Afghanistan between the 11th and 18th centuries in an attempt to expand their empires. Battle range system equals. The Hatf system was the first project developed under this program. The Hatf project created three types of missiles that were developed jointly by KRL and the SRC. It is in the BRBM category, active in the service of the Pakistan Army since 1992. The Hatf is an unguided ballistic missile mounted on a TEL vehicle. It has a range of 70 km with capable of both conventional and nuclear payloads of 500 kg. The Hatf IA is an improved version of the Hatf I, with a range of 300 km with the same payload. Its final evolution led to the development of the Hatf IB, which includes a proper computer inertial guidance system with an extended range. The program evolved into final introduction of the Hatf IV designation with a maximum range of 900 km with a payload of 1,000 kg, equipped with a computer inertial navigation system. The latest battlefield range system to be produced is the Hatf 9 NAS, which is widely believed to be a delivery system for tactical nuclear weapons. Shorter medium range development equals. With the development of BRBM-type missiles, the program extended towards the creation of the both shorter to intermediate range system. Originally, Prime Minister Benazir Bhutto was initially interested in seeking the procurement of Chinese Ma-11 missiles but cancelled the talks due to international pressure in 1990s. After convincing arguments, the project went to SRC in 1995 and the development soon began. Codename Ghaznavi, it is the first solid fuel-based short-range system with a range of 600 km with a payload of 500 kg. The Ghaznavi system was tested in 1997 and is stated to have been a major breakthrough. The Ghaznavi is a two-stage solid fuel-based missile and an advanced terminal guidance system with an onboard computer. The DESTO designed 5 different types of warheads for the Ghaznavi can be delivered with a CEP of 0.1% at 600 km. It is believed that the design of the Ghaznavi is influenced from the Chinese M11 missile, but the military officials have claimed that the Ghaznavi was developed entirely in Pakistan. Under the same category of SRBM, the second project, which was codenamed Shaheen, was widely pursued and developed by the National Defence Complex, a spin-off of PAC. The Shaheen is a series of solid-fueled missiles and expended well to SRC, NESCOM, DESTO, and Margar Electronics. Despite many technological setbacks and learning from India's developmental experience of the ACNI, the project continues to evolve and produced the Shaheen I, which entered in the service in 1999. The Shaheen project produces 2 variants that are considered to be in the MABM range. The Shaheen II has a range of 2,500 km with a capacity of carrying payload of 1050 kg. Its third variant, the Shaheen III, rumored to be underdeveloped and is in IRBM range. No official confirmation of the problem is known, but only the media reports. While Shaheen was developed in 1995, another parallel project was being ran under the KRL. Codename Ghauri, the project was aimed towards developing the liquid-fuel ballistic missile. The Ghauri was based entirely on North Korea's Rodong-1 as its technology heavily reflected the Rodong-1. The project was supported by Benazir Bhutto, who consulted for the project with North Korea and facilitated the technology transfer to KRL in 1993. According to the military officials, the original design was flawed and the missile burned up on re-entry during its first test flight. The KRL was forced to perform a heavy reverse engineering and had to redesign the entire missile. With scientific assistance from the DESTO, NDC, and the NESCOM, the first missile Ghauri I was developed. It was successfully tested on April 8, 1998 and entered in the service. As Shaheen, the Ghauri evolves and produced Ghauri II, also in 1990s. The Ghauri II has a maximum range of 2,000 km with a payload of 1,200 kg. Under the Ghauri, its third variant, which was codenamed as Ghauri III, was underdeveloped by KRL. The Ghauri III was cancelled in 2000 despite the project being completed its 50% of work. Cruise systems In 2005, the HATF-7 Baber ground-launched cruise missile was revealed in a public test firing. Early versions had a range of 500 km, but later a 700 km variant was tested. In September 2012, a new launch vehicle was tested, as well as a new command and control system named the Strategic Command and Control Support System. It was stated that the SCCSS would give decision-makers at the National Command Center robust command and control capability of all strategic assets with round-the-clock situational awareness in a digitized network-centric environment. It was also stated that the BABA's guidance system uses terrain contour matching and digital scene matching and area correlation techniques to achieve accuracy described as pinpoint. The new launch vehicle, a MAZ Transporter Erector Launcher, is armed with 3 missile rounds launched vertically. In 2007 the HATF-8 Wright, an air-launched cruise missile was revealed in a test by the Pakistan Air Force. It has a stated range of 350 kilometers. It has been speculated that engineers from Denel of South Africa may have assisted during the design process of the Wright ALCM. A flight test on May 31, 2012 was stated to have validated integration with the new Strategic Command and Control Support System, stated to be capable of remotely monitoring the missile's flight path in real time. See also, List of missiles of Pakistan. References